Okay, so this video might get me in a lot of trouble, but kind of needs to be said from, I don't know, a more open perspective. And before you hear anything that I say, um, I could be a man fucking stuck in a woman's body because guess what? I look at men and I'm like, you're fucking like. I look at women's bodies and I'm like, oh damn, you have a body and that is attractive. But I also like I look at men and I look at the way men dress and fuck I want to dress more like a man than I want to dress like a woman, and sometimes I want to be a man more than I want to be a fucking woman. So like I understand the idea of like not wanting to be in the body that you were fucking born into, and like I understand that, and I understand having like tits and an ass and having to make that work, and like that I have to embrace that if I'm not going to hate myself and not going to like go through surgeries and change myself, because that sounds fucking miserable to fucking spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to cut off my tits and go through gender reassignment to be kind of this when I'm a hot ass woman, when I'm beautiful in my own body, and I am beautiful the way I fucking like, however I ended up here, I am beautiful the way I am. And but at the end of the day, I have a vagina and I have tits, and I'm going into the doctor for a fucking colonoscopy on Wednesday, or on this Thursday, and for them I am biologically a woman. Like for them, they need to know, am I looking for ovaries or am I looking for a prostate? Like is there going to be a penis? Is there going to be a vagina? And there's not. And the doctor understands that, and the doctor isn't trying to tell you that that you don't feel like a woman or you don't feel like a man, but they're simply, they need to look at you. They researched you. The textbooks are only as the textbooks need to change and the textbooks need to become more advanced, but at this point, like a woman's hips are wider because they need to be able to birth a baby, and they need to be able to support human life, and we need to be able to reproduce, unfortunately, because at the end of the day, that is our kind of one main purpose of being here. And as much as we are farther ahead, like brain-wise, that we don't need to like reproduce anymore, and we can adopt, and we can be lesbians, and we can decide we don't need a dick, and we can decide of, oh, I don't want to reproduce and I don't want to pass on my own genes, because I'm with you on that. I don't want to reproduce and I don't want to pass on my own genes. But at the end of the day, I need birth control. Like at the end of the day, I have a vagina and I have ovaries and I have a body that is, at this point, I almost want to get my fucking tubes tied, because all my body wants to do is fucking get pregnant and reproduce, even though that's not what I want to do. But at the end of the day, we're still all kind of just animals, and our main drive is to fucking eat and reproduce, and we're smart enough at this point that we don't have to do that, and we are able to make our own decisions. But if I go into a doctor with stomach pain, they need to know, okay, are there going to be ovaries, or are there going to be, like, is it going to be, what are the organs going to be? Like, are they going to be female or are they going to be male? Do we need to see if you're pregnant before I put you under, or or is that out of clear? Do we not need to check that? But they need to, if you go into the doctors with stomach pain, you need to tell them, like, oh, like, you can tell them, like, I'm transgender and I feel like a woman or I feel like a man, but at the end of the day, they need to know what they're looking at. Like, are they to help you the best way they can help you, and to be able to treat you and be able to help you? They need to know the basic information of, okay, is it going to be, is there sexual, like, what are your, like, at the end of the day, your sexual organs are still your sexual organs, and, like, whether or not you want a penis inside of you, if you have a vagina, your body is trying to reproduce, and your body is trying to do your animal instincts, and that's, I'm not telling you, if you feel like a woman, I'm not telling you you're not a woman. I'm not telling you you don't deserve to be a woman. It's saying that you don't deserve to be on our side and, like, be with us and be allies with us, because we all need that, and we, as women, we need that, and we need more men that, honestly, if anything, we need more men that want to be women, and that want to be on our side and be allies with us. But we, for our own protection, and the fact that we have been raped and killed by you for endless history, and I know everybody has gotten the shit end of the stick for the longest time, even men, but for our own protection, we need to be able to go in and be like, you're looking at, you're gonna see ovaries there, like, I need to know, like, we need to check pregnancy, we need to check, I need birth control, like, if I want to have control over my body, and I want to be a woman and not end up just being fucking, like, pregnant, and, like, I need birth control, like, I need to take actions for myself to make sure I have control over my own body, and that I'm not, that with that one night, like, I am pregnant and don't, like, and fucking, what is it, pregnant with your feet up in the air, like, because that's what our bodies are trying to do all the time, is just reproduce. And so we need to be aware of that, and we need men on our side of, like, they need birth control, and they need to be able to have abortions if that's what their decision is, and they need to be able to walk in and be like, I have ovaries, and you need to respect that, and you need to actually look at that, and not look at me like a man with a fucking penis, because I'm not, and I don't have a penis, and, like, and that's not what you're looking at, and I can't go into a male doctor and, like, if you don't see me as oh, she has different organs than me, so she is, they are, like, it's that there's a difference, like, there, as much as we don't want there to be a difference, and as much as there kind of shouldn't be a difference, like, as a woman, there is a difference, like, I am going to have to deal with childbirth, I'm going to have to deal with, like, 9 months of labor, if that's gonna happen, like, and as a man, if you're never gonna have a baby, like, and you're never gonna have to do that, like, you don't really have any right to, like, say that my sexual organs, like, don't matter, and that my story, like, didn't matter, and that all the shit I've been through, like, doesn't matter, and all of our experiences as women doesn't matter, and, like, we're not, like, we all need to be more on the same side, and not argue so much, and just have open and honest conversations, and, like, listen to people when they're telling you something, and not just automatically think, oh, they're trying to attack me, they're trying to do something wrong, like, oh, we're all just kind of trying to get through this and get to the next day, and, like, some of us need to go to the doctors and be like, you're looking at fucking ovaries, like, that's what if you are going to put me under the knife, you're gonna find ovaries, like, and if they put you under the knife, like, you're gonna find a prostate, and you're gonna find other organs, and it doesn't mean that we're not the same people, and it doesn't mean that your life or what you've gone through is less important or doesn't matter. It's just, when you go into the doctor, you need to tell them, these are the organs you're gonna find, like, if you're gonna put me under the knife, if you're gonna do an ultrasound or something, like, this is what you're gonna find, and this is what you're not gonna find, and that's my simple argument of, if you go into a doctor, so, like, you need to be honest with them, and you need to be like, hey, this is what you're gonna find if you cut me open, like, you're gonna either find huge fucking wide hips that can bear a child, or you're gonna find, like, a penis, and we have the opportunity to kind of change that now, but that's still, at the end of the day, not to sound preachy, but like, yeah, we all fucking bleed the same, and we all bleed fucking blood, but like, if you fucking cut a woman and you cut a man open, like, you're gonna find different shit in there. Like, there are people out there that you're gonna cut them open and they're gonna be both in there, weirdly enough, and that's still a thing, and like, that needs to be addressed, and that needs to be addressed a little bit more. But at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna cut me open or you're gonna cut you open, like, what is gonna be inside there? Like, and that's more, for me, that's more what more gender is than whether or not I feel like a woman or I feel like a man. Like, but that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Yep. Signing off. Have a good one. Bye.